Hello my lovelies, and today we're going to be talking about Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. What can I say about this book? I've seen it recently blowing up on TikTok. You should follow my TikTok. And I was like, wait, I read this book a while ago, and I actually never made a video just for this book. It was in some of my wrap-ups, but it wasn't on this book alone. And I'll be honest, I read this entire book in one sitting. I think I sat down, I was like, oh, I'll read the first chapter or part, because it's broken down into parts. And then I was like, wait, I can't stop. I don't know what night it was. I think it was like a Thursday night. I was like, yeah, be chill, I'll read a little bit, you know, maybe watch a movie. Then I read this entire book. I think it took me 3 to 4 hours, maybe at most, to finish this book, probably a little bit less. And just that alone, it's something I can't put down and stop reading. Basically, the book, and this isn't spoilers, it's on the blurb and whatnot. This book is about a coffee shop where you go to and it can transport you back in time within that shop to any point in time, as long as you've been there before. And you have until the coffee that you ordered goes cold to relive that entire situation. And you have to finish the coffee before it goes cold, or else stuff happens to you. I won't ruin that. So, what's so great about this book? I truly think it's the character dynamics and also the foreshadowing in this book. I'm not going to go into spoiler territory, so I will touch on it. I won't tell you all of the spoilers and stuff. But the characters are all interrelated throughout this entire book, and it's really nice how you see certain characters popping up again and again at different points, and seeing how these characters evolve and how they change. And I think that's also tied to the foreshadowing, because at several points throughout this book, because this book is broken up into parts, you are always seen a glimpse into the next part from your current part, and you don't even think about it. It's very Chekhov's gun. Something is introduced and you might forget about it because it's not at the forefront, but it's there. And then eventually the author is fantastic at pulling the trigger on it, and you're like, wait, no, that person and that person, or I know they mentioned that in passing to that person in that part. It's really well done. I am not a person who likes time travel stuff at all, especially time travel stuff which is used to go back and retcon something that happened. But it's handled very well in this book. I feel like it's very self-contained. It doesn't allow certain things within this book to slip through the cracks, almost. It doesn't allow the writer to get away with a little loophole that they've put in there to get them out of a difficult situation. It's very obvious that they have taken the time to think about and plot out each point, and that's very good for fiction. You see a lot of fantasy writers do this, like J.R.R. Martin with the Game of Thrones books. He's very particular. He very much tries to prevent there being little plot holes in his story, and so that's kind of why it takes him forever to write his books. And also I think it's out of spite, but that's a completely different video. But you can very much tell that the author has very precisely plotted out all of these points that are going to hit, and then you can very easily go back and be like, oh wait, that's what it is. And I think that is the biggest strength of this book. The plot, the character dynamics, the things that happen to the characters are great. They're very engaging, shocking at times. But the thing that really caught me as a reader was the ability to go back and be like, I should have seen that coming. I should have seen that coming. And also, just from a writing perspective, this book made me cry on like 3 separate occasions. It's very good at pulling on your heartstrings, and I think the foreshadowing adds to that even further, because you have this thing in your back of your mind. You might not be thinking of it right then, but then when it hits, it triggers the emotion even further. It's like, wait, no, but then this, and then that, and then this, and now I'm a mess, and I'm crying on my own with my hot cocoa with me. But yeah, that I think is my review of this book. I think I'm trying my best to not spoil anything about this, because I think a spoiler will ruin this book for you. But please go pick up Before the Coffee Gets Cold. I know I think in my other videos I went on about how much I liked this book, but seriously, go off and get this. It is great. I'll put a link to it in the description. There's even a little kitty cat on the cover. Thank you for watching. I hope you like, subscribe, share the video with a friend or family member, and hey, hope you read a great book today. Maybe something that will make you cry. Who knows?